What's good, guys? Seb here, back again after a long hiatus, and today we're here to talk about Uptown. Now, it's been out for a few months now, so everyone should have a good understanding of the map. I don't play it as often as every other map, but I do play it. I'm not really a big fan of it. I find that it plays really slow for the most part. People like to sit back, snipe, take advantage of the long sight lines. But I guess the game needed something like that, something to cater towards the snipers and the guys who like to sit back a little bit. But excuse the fast forwards, always fast forward when I die. That guy sniped me, I had no idea where he was, so that just goes to show you how efficient a sniper could be on this map, especially when you can see people and not be seen. Anyway, on offense, I like to push this side up. I always like to check a lane. If I'm going to stick with a lane, I like to check it, make sure that no one pushes up. I like to play more towards this right side of the map just because I get a nice angle right here on the top. I know people like to get up there and try to assume some kind of dominant top control and kind of cut off the map and stuff like that. So it's very important to keep people off of there, keep people back, put some pressure on people's necks while they're up there so that they're not taking advantage and trying to cut my teammates off from crossing to the other side of the map. Always being mindful, always listening to make sure that no one is rushing me up here through the middle in this room on my right where I was killed previously in the first round. And yeah, it's just a good control spot. I mean, long sight lines on a map like this, you got to play control for a little bit. You gotta stick to a spot, get your pieces, you know, establish some kind of dominance on the map, and then push up. You know, if you're playing good people, which is there's few and far between, you know. And there I get a failed nasty dookie nade, underestimating my tosses as usual, but we get a quick round. Luckily they weren't watching that. I'm not a fan of this map too much. I know it, like I said, it does play slower than I would like. I'm more of a fast-paced kind of individual, so here we are on offense again, and yeah. So what I wanted to talk about today was keeping your standards high. Like, you gotta have high standards. You can't be happy with just having a good game and getting, you know, a really good stat line, having like 19-3 or 18-3 or 15-0, 15-1, stuff like that. You can't. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You can't be happy with just getting kills. It should, when you're playing and you want to get better, you should be focusing on plays, how you're outsmarting people, what you're thinking about. If you're checking the mini map, if you're checking your mini map in relation to where your teammates are standing. I'm always focused on my mini map. I need to know where my teammates are standing, where enemies could potentially flank me. It's a good tip to use the right button on your D-pad so that you can pull up your big overhead map. And that's always good to check every once in a while to, like I said, know where your teammates are standing and know what lanes might be open for an enemy to come around and shoot you. So here I'm just trying to get an angle on this guy that's laying up there. It's a really nasty spot if you're laying down. Obviously, you can't get shot at all. So we're just waiting for him to move, make a mistake, and pick him off. But yeah, back to holding yourself to higher standards. You can't get complacent with just getting kills. Like, you can get a ton of kills and just do it by sound horn. You know, just listening for footsteps and stuff like that. And that, like, sure, that's a big part of the game, but you can't be reliant on that. You can't think that, like, oh, I'm 19-0 because I was sound horning the whole time. That's not a true test of skill. There I get a really nasty piece. I'm the last guy here. This guy tries to flank me. He gets put down, put in a bag nice and quickly. You always want to make sure that like I said in previous videos, that your aim is, you know, somewhat chest to head level, so that when you get into that fight, if you get caught sprinting, you are more likely to start putting shots on the target, regardless of whether you're getting caught sprinting or not. Yeah, and it's just more about plays, man. You guys got to make plays. Like, you got to think about making plays. It's not so much about putting big numbers up. You can't get discouraged if you're not putting big numbers up. If you're staying alive, if you're controlling your lane, you're doing your job. Everyone wants to be that top shooter, that top gunner. Everyone wants to drop 30 kills every game, and it's just not realistic, you know. I've had games where I've played up against full teams, and I've played with, you know, I usually only team up with one guy, so I've played against full teams, and we've gotten destroyed. We've gotten destroyed just because it's a full team. It's like, no matter how good I am, it's a full team. You'll always have to remember, you can't get discouraged when people are dusting you off. You just got to think about, all right, what did I do wrong? How could I have positioned myself better? Did I challenge too early? Was I not looking at my mini-map? Here I hear this guy healing, so I dust these two guys easy with the hip fire. Always utilize your hip fire. I know some guys like to try to use it from way too far away. You have to play with the distances. You have to know when you can hip fire, when you should be aiming down sights. And I know a lot of you guys are vets by now. You guys have been playing this game probably way more than I have. I haven't been playing it much, honestly, but I know you guys know all of this. But it's good to have a refresher. You know what I mean? These are just fundamentals, and every shooter that you play, like, you should be keeping your. You see how level I'm keeping my crosshairs when I'm running. You see, you can't tell, but I'm constantly looking at the left side of my minimap, constantly looking around for where people could be sniping me at. And yeah, it's kind of how you got to play the map. But yeah, shout out to you guys. I know I've been gone for a minute. You guys have been tuning in. I've been getting a ton of new subs. I appreciate you guys. You see we're at 1,500. I kind of got discouraged for a little while because I was getting, you know, I was averaging pretty good on the views on the videos, and I've released a ton of tips, so there's really not much more for me to cover. I mean, drop in the comments what you guys would like for me to cover. I know there's probably some things that I'm missing, but I feel like I've covered a majority of it. I know that some of you guys are utilizing a lot of the tips, and I'm seeing higher stat lines in there. When I do play the game, I do see people doing things that it's like, oh, okay, I recognize that. Okay, I like it, you know? So yeah, man, be on the lookout for more vids. I need to start playing this more. It's just I never have people to play with, man. It's so frustrating playing this game alone, especially when you have to watch other people play when you die, and you're like, what the heck are you guys doing? Why are you playing like that? What the heck? But yeah, oh, good thing to note on this map, these two top positions here, this top balcony and that other balcony across from me, very powerful positions. They cut off the side of the map. They prevent any attackers or defenders from coming on either side of the map. So you always want to kind of get control over these, especially if you're looking for kills, if you're looking to put up some more numbers. Definitely want to keep some kind of top control here. This guy chased me. He got the old okie doke behind the column here. But yeah, it's you get some pretty good cover here. You can play it well. You can kind of listen out for people kind of walking up to you. So that definitely a power position in the beginning of the map when you are playing Uptown. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I've been playing a lot of H1Z1 recently. I got some footage that I want to put out. It's just I never put it out. It takes time to kind of edit these videos the way I like. And once again, like I said, I have pretty high standards for myself. I don't want to release anything that I would consider subpar. Some people might consider it great. You know, getting like a 14 kill win or something like that. An H1Z1 anyway. To me, it's not enough. I do have a couple of those, but it's not enough. I'm still looking for that 20 kill win and stuff like that. So that's really, I mean, I have a huge backlog, so I don't really get to play America's Army as much as I like, and I do get frustrated when I get on here most of the time, because most of the time I am playing alone, and it just sucks, man. It's like I'm playing alone. People are doing like extremely reckless things, running around like, you know, chickens with their heads cut off. So it's kind of difficult. I find it kind of difficult sometimes to, you know, get on this game. But I do want to drop more vids. I do love the game. I just think that there needs to be a ton of updates, man. I shouldn't still be getting separated. If I'm partied up with one guy, there's no reason why I should be getting separated from him and him being placed on the other team. And it gets worse with parties of 3 or 4. You get split up. So that sucks. As you can tell, I don't have a skin on my gun. I don't know what's been going on with that, but my skin will not save. None of my skins will save. I can't put any skins on my guns that I've worked hard for to get. So that's kind of frustrating as well. The lack of, you know, weapons. I don't know, man. It needs a lot of work. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know it's been a minute. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. Shout out to everyone that's going to click on this video immediately and hit me up. I know you guys have been wanting to play. I do want to schedule some more sub play days. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to have a sub play day tonight. Shout out to all you guys that's watching the video to the end. If you are getting this, far and hearing this, I do want to have a sub play day tonight. That's Saturday. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm thinking maybe around 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hit me up. Drop me a message. You know my tag. Drop me a message. Let me know you watched the video on YouTube and you like to play for sub play day. The first 8 people I get, 7 people I get, we're gonna start a lobby up and we're gonna run some games for a couple hours. I kind of want to reward you guys for watching. Whoever's watching through all the way to the end of this, whoever clicked on this first. I respect you guys. I do want to upload more. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there, staying sub, staying tuned, making sure that sub bell is on. Drop a comment, drop a like if you like the video. I know it's Uptown. Let me know if you need some more tips and stuff. We got those coming. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. I do have some like shoddy gameplay, some shoddy tips. Shoddy's really inconsistent in this game, but I could show you. I have some footage that I'm thinking about releasing with the shotgun. So let me know what's good. Let me know what games you want to see. There's a ton of games coming out. I've been on the Switch. Like I said, I have a huge backlog, so I apologize for not dropping some more AA, because I know that's mainly what you guys sub for, is this AA stuff. But let me know if you guys are interested in seeing other things. I want to drop another video, but I don't want, if I see that I'm only getting, a certain amount of viewership on that video, then I probably won't do much more of that. I know a lot of you guys are here for AA specifically, but if you guys mess with me, if you guys like what I do, like the tips I drop and stuff like that, and you want to see other games, please let me know. All suggestions are always welcome, as always. Hit me up tonight. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're having another sub play day. Hit me up. Peace.
He's gonna cook a nade and throw it at me. There he is. As soon as I see him cook that shit, I'm running. Behind me. Niggas is pussy. I'm only in one spot. Why am I reloading into empty bullets? These guys are hollering. Look at them, look at them. They're going crazy. Like, what? This guy's a camper. He's sitting on the flag. This might go on YouTube. Title, first game back. Facts. There's really been a hiatus on this shit. Oh, one guy came. I'm putting Honky down, like, oh, might be, he's crossing now, with the sniper. I'm hurt badly.